Okay, everyone should be able to hear me now, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, looks good. Okay. Right. So I'm back. A little bit jittery, which didn't happen during the test. Speaking of, actually, I'll get to that in a bit. Let people get here first. Why the fuck is it so jittery? Let me check Steam. Is Steam downloading? Steam might be downloading. No, Steam is not downloading. Right. Well, this is jittery, but, you know, we come to expect these things. But hey, we're here. We're back. I think that's Talon. I think Talon changed her Steam name. Playing Marvel Rivals. So, we're back. Hey. Wow, okay, yeah, this is lagging far more. Maybe it's the avatar? No, because this is a good, this avatar is, like, not an intense avatar. So I don't know why it's being so weird right now. It's very strange. Not noticing anything unusual on the computer. Oh well, we run with it. We run with it. It looks smooth on OBS, so I think we're good. Yeah, it looks smooth on OBS, so I'm just gonna say we're all golden. Okay, it's when I close my Steam VR menu. Does that really need to be open for me to not lag? That's a bit strange, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit less when my Steam VR menu's open. I don't know what's up with that. But hello. So yeah, some things I want to discuss, right? As you see, I'm back. I'm in VR. How wonderful. No, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep that open just so I stop lagging as much. Okay, no, it's still laggy. Oh well, we'll deal with it. It's fine. So essentially, what I wanted to talk about is, since I'm in VR and I'm streaming, that sounds like a big win, right? Sounds like a dub. Unfortunately, the computer still sucks ass. So this is very temperamental. And so, because of that, I have decided that what my initial plan was I was going to do a test stream yesterday, but then it was yesterday or the day before I was going to do a test stream, right? That didn't happen because some shit happened and I needed to focus on that. But after that, what was going to be a test stream, if it worked, I was planning on bringing back VRChat streams full time. Every Monday, keep Minecraft on Fridays, do VRChat on Mondays, right? That was the plan. But because I realized since then, because this computer is so temperamental and the VR can just die again at any point, what I'm going to do instead is I'm not going to have VRChat streams planned. That makes it stressful. That makes it so that when I freak out when the VR stops working. I'm out of breath. I'm not used to standing up anymore. So what my new plan is whenever I feel like it, I'm going to stream VRChat. Okay? So today I felt like streaming. I'll stream VRChat. I can do that, right? Yeah, that's the plan, basically. That's all there is to it. I'll just stream VRChat when I feel like it. As much as I would love to have planned VRChat streams every week, this computer could just not do it. I know the second I start planning that, the computer's going to mess up after I make the announcement, so that I can't stream VRChat anymore. So we're gonna work with it. I really want to stop this lag. It's fine, it's fine. I don't know why my Steam VR menu stops the lag, but that makes 0 sense to me. That should make it lag more, but it's okay. Well, it's not helping too much, so we'll get rid of it. I'm indecisive. Okay. So yeah, that's the plan with VRChat streams. The computer's too unhinged, so I'll stream VRChat whenever I feel like it. I will obviously make posts when I go live so that people can see, like I have today. I don't know how long these streams will be, especially since this headset uses battery, and it doesn't last as long when plugged into the computer. If plugged into the wall, it works fine for like hours and hours and hours. On the computer, not so much. The computer doesn't like charging it as much as I had hoped. But yeah, here we are, back in VRChat. It's been, what, well over a year, which is unfortunate. I loved doing VRChat streams. Like, people would show up, we would have a fun time, people talking in chat. I loved it. But those had to go away, unfortunately, because my Rift S stopped working. And then we got the Quest 2, and that wouldn't work with the computer. And now we finally got the Quest 2 working with the computer, so... as finicky as it is, and as much as it can just give up any moment, we're back. We are so back. For now. Hopefully, it'll be here to stay. But I can't guarantee anything. Yeah. Yeah, I did one test stream here, like, about a week ago, maybe. And, it was not lagging this much, which just really shows how temperamental it is. Like, I was considering doing this ages ago with the Air Link, but the Air Link was just too unstable. Like, some days it would work perfectly fine with no lag whatsoever, and I could play using Air Link. Other times, I would load into the Oculus menu, and I would be going like 2 frames a second, which gave me an immediate headache. And I don't get headaches in VR. So yeah, Air Link just wasn't an option for consistency. This is a little bit more consistent. I just need Nat to fiddle with the wire occasionally because for some reason she has the magic touch. If I try plugging this wire in, it's like, there's no headset here. She touches the wire for like 2 seconds and it's like, oh, there's the headset, we're good for another week. Makes 0 sense, but yeah. Whew, I'm out of breath already. I have to get back into this, alright? Like, I might aim for one VRChat stream a week, preferably on Mondays, but it's not going to be like a pre-planned thing. It's going to be if I feel like it, if the VR feels like it, if we mutually agree there's going to be a VRChat stream, there'll be a VRChat stream. Like today. And I got to build up the lung capacity to stand up and walk around, not walk around, but like, I basically like waddle around the same space when I'm doing VRChat streams. Just so I'm not stood still for ages, as you can see me wobbling around the screen. But, yeah. I got to build up the lung capacity again, and the leg strength to stand for a couple hours. I'm not actually sure how long the battery lasts on the headset, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully we can keep an eye on that, actually. I don't actually know how I'm going to keep an eye on it. Or we just go until the headset dies, or until I feel like it. But I can see, if the headset doesn't die before the end of stream, I can see what battery we're at. And if it does die, I will go to the microphone, end stream, and then see how long it was. So either way, we get to find out how long I can stream for on one charge of headset, because it was full when I started. I did use a little bit of battery to get up here because during the test stream, I used this cute Mangle avatar to fly up here. I couldn't get the flying working today, so I had to go to Prismix and get the drone. If any of you know the drone avatar, it just lets you fly around. Got me up here. So yeah. I might do each VRChat stream in a different place. Maybe we'll go back to the Pizzaplex Atrium for one of them. But I thought I did my test stream here, it was smooth. So, you know, let's stream here over at Playcare. We got a big statue over here, fallen one down over there. Oh wait, that's a cloud. That's not a statue. Oh no, there is a statue. There's also a cloud. I don't remember there being a cloud there. Anyway, you can barely see it. It's like over here somewhere. Let me see if you can see it actually, because I'm seeing obviously the camera controls in front of the camera. Okay, I think I need to put the Twitch chat on top because... Okay, what's going on with my Twitch chat? My Twitch chat ain't working. Hold on. Bear with me. Hello, dumb puppy. I'm not a dumb puppy. I'm a smart puppy. Why is my Twitch chat not working? This is annoying. Oh geez, I almost fell. Oh wait, now there it is. It's just very delayed, question mark? Or I have to have Twitch on the top? I'm unsure, honestly. But I think Twitch chat's working? I hope it is. But hello, welcome to the stream. Finally able to be in VRChat again. Despite it being a bit laggy, you know. But that's better than nothing. I gotta keep an eye on this to make sure that my Twitch chat is updating. With bringing VRChat streams back, there's going to be new complications. That's just a given. Which, if I'm looking over on the right a lot, it's because I put my menu over there so I can still see camera and chat. Just lets me keep an eye on things, see how it's going. So yeah. Because I know the Oculus menu had issue with Twitch chat not being on the top, and so it wouldn't update. I'm wondering if the Steam VR menu might have a similar issue, but instead of it being the Twitch chat specifically that needs to be on top, it might need to be Twitch, because it only updated once I went to Twitch. I also realized I don't have a drink. Shit. I'll get one later. It's fine. So yeah, sorry if it took me a while to see the message. We're dealing with technical stuff. I'm also going to try my best not to sit down, because I always ended up sitting down like halfway through the stream, which I'm going to try my best to stand. I've got to build up some leg muscle, I've got to get some exercise, you know? So all this like swinging around the camera like wee is me trying to do a bit of exercise. Cool. Right, anyway. Let's see, what is that I can talk about? There's a new Secret of the Mimic teaser, so that's cool. People have been trying to clear up the images in the background of it. All people have been really able to make out is Dolly, so we'll see if anyone can find something else in there, but other than that, it might just be not much because it's the first teaser. Although I do find it strange how they decided to go with like animation, but then they had the mouths, like, you know, the recorded mouths like Annoying Orange. I didn't like that. I don't know why they did that, but it does feel strange. And I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. Although I'm not entirely happy with like what Steelwool is doing with the story so far. It's been a bit wild. And like, in my opinion, the giant music man, like the Maestro music man in the trailer, why does that exist so early on? You know? Like, we have Music Man introduced in Pizza Sim, right? That's like the basic, that's the default. Then we have DJ Music Man in Security Breach because it's a giant pizzaplex. They want everything to be bigger and better in there. Everything is huge, and they wanted a giant DJ and security robot. That's why DJ Music Man is massive. So why is Maestro Music Man massive? What is the explanation for that? You know? Like, why would you have a giant version before the default version? It doesn't quite make sense to me. As well as the fact that for like so many years at this point, we've believed that Henry and William both started Fazbear Entertainment. Turns out they were actually, like, Fazbear Entertainment existed well before, seemingly, and at a much larger scale than what we had thought. We thought they obviously started at Fredbear's Family Diner and then grew and grew. Turns out they were just a big company the whole time, which is a bit strange, you know? Like, I can believe they had some of these other characters like Monty and Mr. Hippo and Happy Frog all tucked away for a while, but like, it just feels like they're changing the story too much from like what we already believed for like a long time. It's like, I have no problem with them disproving theories, but to do it on this scale after this long is a bit insane. Yeah, if anyone does type in chat and I don't respond to it for a little while, please do be patient, because I'm just not sure if it's updating or not. Because I've had one message and it didn't update immediately. So yeah. Let me close this door a second. Where's the door handle? I've lost it. There it is. There we go. Yeah, obviously with FNAF, like, everyone's entitled to their own opinions and theories and whatever. It's just, I just don't like when stories have inconsistency. It's actually a big problem I have with Doctor Who, right? Like, I watched the new season, well, what's currently out of the new season recently. Finally got around to doing that. And in the first episode of season 2 of the new Doctor Who, like, there were so many paradoxes. Like, so many. Just in the one episode. That I counted at least 2. But there might have been more that I didn't pick up on. And, like, after the 11th Doctor had gone on so many tangents about paradoxes, like, we get to 15 and it's just like, paradox, paradox, paradox. It's like, why? Doesn't make any sense. As well as also inconsistencies in the story, like, when the 9th Doctor... Like, when the 9th Doctor and Rose change what is supposedly, like, some fixed point, these creatures come down to try and feast on it. But then, any other time that happens, it just creates a paradox and immediately gets resolved by the universe automatically. So how would these creatures exist and come in and feast or whatever? Like, honestly, when stories get this big, and especially if they start jumping around timelines and stuff, they really need to have, like, a team of, like, lore keepers, right? Like, that needs to be a job title, the lore keepers. They keep track of everything that's happened. They have, like, a full archive of everything. So when a new story is written, they can compare it with all the notes and be like, okay, this doesn't match, this needs to change, you know? Or like I actually saw a short recently on YouTube where I think he may have been an actor or something, and he had pointed out when doing scenes for Star Wars or something, like one of the Star Wars projects, he said, like, oh, hold on, this doesn't make sense. These characters have already met. Why are they introducing each other? And that's the exact kind of reason you need lore keepers on any franchise that gets as big as Doctor Who, Star Wars, FNAF. You know? because otherwise you end up with so many inconsistencies, and I hate that so much. And it's like, this is the same with FNAF, you know? Not only is Steelwall now changing so many things that doesn't quite make sense for what the story has been so far, they're also, like, before Steelwall, Scott had created so many inconsistencies. Like, you know, who died first? Was it, like, I think it was between, like, Elizabeth. It was just Elizabeth's death didn't make sense, because it couldn't fit anywhere reasonably on the timeline. Because I don't remember the exact reasoning. It was something along the lines of, why would he have motivation to kill her if Elizabeth... Why would Afton have the motivation to make these killer animatronics if, like, his son hasn't died yet, right? But then also, I can't remember. I can't remember what the reasoning was. But point is, Elizabeth's death just didn't make sense, no matter where you placed it. And I think actually now, like, there's been a more recent theory about when Charlie's death took place, and people are saying Charlie's death took place after the initial missing children's incident, which doesn't quite make sense, because Charlie, as a puppet, gives life to all of the other, like, souls. So you're telling me the souls are just sort of lingering around the pizzeria until Charlie comes along afterwards and puts them in the suits? That doesn't add up, you know? Like, not with how we know these, like, whole possession thing works in FNAF. So yeah, like, a lot of stories I like do have inconsistencies, and I don't like that about them. So yeah. But again, that's my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own. Oh, jeez. My legs and my lungs. Yeah, so, this place is, like, really trashed. Like, itchy eyes and everything. It's like, even though I haven't been doing VRChat streams for, like, over a year, I have been playing VRChat plenty in that time. Because, you know, I made friends, like, hang out with them. So yeah. Wait, does that tree have, like, rebar in it? Why is it? Huh? Okay. I don't know if you can see. But where's my hand? This tree right here has, like, rebar in it. It's so strange. I guess they didn't want him to fall over, but it fell over. Sorry, Playcare, you're bad at design. You can't even make a tree that stands upright. Honestly, that is pretty. I know you can barely see it, but, like, you can see a little bit of it. Just, like, the sun rays coming through the ceiling. My lungs are just not happy with me. I will build up the strength of lungs and legs to be able to stream like this again. But yeah, how is everyone doing? How are you all? Like, you all having good days? I hope so. Or if it's nighttime, are you having a good night? Why are you not asleep? Many questions. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Let's see. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, the Springtrap reveal for Dead by Daylight, that happened as well. Honestly, I'm quite happy with, like, what we're getting. I'm a little disappointed it's not more, but, like, I do like what we're getting. Here's the thing, right? The Dead by Daylight community and also the developers were all hyping up about how big this was going to be, right? The developers keep saying, "Oh, we want we want the next thing to be bigger and better than what we've done before," right? As far as I'm aware, the biggest thing they've done was Resident Evil, which had a killer, 2 survivors, and a map. And then it also later got a second one, right? And then, because they keep talking about doing everything bigger and better, you think, okay, so it's going to be at least that, right? Like like a killer, 2 survivors, and a map. That's what I would have expected out of FNAF, you know? You know, because it made sense if they would went off the movies. You know, do Mike and Vanessa, and then do Yellow Rabbit in the movie pizzeria. And then you could have skins from the games. That's what I expected. What we got is Springtrap, which I'm happy about. I prefer Springtrap. But no survivors. And it is in the movie map, which, you know, I'm fine with. And then we got a Yellow Rabbit skin, though, that looks really goofy. Like, one of the skins I use is for Trapper, and it's Naughty Bear, right? Because I like that game. It's a fun game, so I got the Naughty Bear skin. Like, the Naughty Bear skin is so scuffed because during the lobby screen, where you're waiting to ready up with, like, everyone else, he's covering the survivors, so you can't see if they have a flashlight or anything. So you have to, like, manually rotate him around, which some people might not know you can do, just so that you can see past him. And then if you rotate him in the right way to be able to see those survivors, when he turns his head, like, his neck and shoulder area really weirdly contorts, and I don't like that. It's very weird, it's very scuffed, you know? And the the Yellow Rabbit skin for Springtrap does feel very similar, you know, with, like, kind of odd proportions, and, like, just weird jutty out areas like Naughty Bear's shoulder. And then also they put Matthew Lillard's head on top, which wasn't entirely necessary. Like, I get why, but, like, they could have given him the Yellow Rabbit head. That would have looked far less goofy. And yeah, but I am happy that we're getting Matthew Lillard voicing the Yellow Rabbit, and we get apparently the original Afton voice actor who does, like, Scrap Trap and all that. Did he do the Afton voice in this location? Because they have very different voices. I don't know which voice he's done, but apparently it was Scrap Trap. I'm glad he's coming back, because then we get that, you know, classic Afton voice. So that, yeah, it's cool. Like, I'm happy with the map. I'm happy with the Springtrap design. His head looked a bit rounder than Springtrap, which is interesting. I don't hate it. But yeah, some of the lighting in the trailer could have been a little bit better. Because when it, like, zooms in, he just kind of just looks like a statue, kind of. Other than that, oh, why did it just teleport me over here? It moved all my stuff. No. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I guess I can stand here and just shove the chair out of the way. That's really annoying, though. And, like, because it's the camera and the Twitch chat, I have to, like, manually move that. Because they're locked to, like, the world. Well, actually, I think the camera's locked to me, but, like, still. I would have to move that, because what it was, I was stood in the same place. And then it moved my in-game avatar, right? So it moved me from here to over there. My camera and Twitch chat stayed in the same place, which means they have moved relative to my room. Like, the camera was here, and now it's over here. You see what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain, because I'm working with, like, obviously 2 different spaces existing in the same place at the same time. Almost 3 spaces if you count the camera and the Twitch chat to be separate than the game. But yeah, it's just like 2-3 spaces all existing in the same place, and then, like, one of them shifts, and it's like, no, why'd you do that? Like, if one of them shifts, it shifts the other. You know, kind of, it's annoying, but we'll work with it. Yeah. I am quite happy with what we are getting though. You know, like the map looks good, Springtrap looks good. I just kind of was hoping for more, and also it doesn't help that the Dead by Daylight fan base was also hyping it up a lot, saying, "Oh, Dead by Daylight never announce anything small at their at like PAX or anything. They haven't announced anything at PAX for a long time. So if they're announcing it at PAX, it has to be big, you know, stuff like that." Yeah. And so like, and also because another thing people were saying was all of these like quality of life updates that people were theorizing the developers were adding those because they expect a big influx of FNAF fans, which is fair. FNAF fans are completely rabid and will flock to anything FNAF. I mean, I do it. But so yeah, people are also saying because of these quality of life updates, they're expecting a big crowd, so it must be a big update. It's a killer in a map. Like hopefully some other characters get some like FNAF related skins, because like I want to get all of it. And I saw one recommendation from players that the Legion, since it's 4 characters as far as I'm aware, should have the FNAF 4 bully masks. That would actually be really cool, to be honest. And if they don't do that, maybe give Huntress like a Bonnie mask, you know, because she has the rabbit mask already. Make it blue, be Bonnie, you know, that would be fun. I mean, you could have like the Houndmaster's dog be Fetch. Probably not, because yeah, who the fuck actually cares about Fetch? I kind of do. Fetch is a fun story. Yeah. Okay, nothing else in Twitch chat right now. That's fine. This is really sad. The only Twitch message I have is "Hello, dumb puppy." It's like, I'm not a dumb puppy. I'm a smart wolf. Why is that the only thing someone has said? I do like that it ends with a heart though. That's nice. It lessens the blow of being called dumb. Stretches. Oh yeah, I might turn on some redeems that I had for VRChat potentially. I'll turn them on after this stream though, instead of me fiddling about with it now. But I did have some VRChat redeems, like booping the chat, head patting the chat. Those might have actually been the only 2. I don't remember. Yeah, I'll activate them after the stream so people can use them for VRChat. I really need to have drinks like nearby when I do VRChat streams because I talk a lot, and when I talk a lot, I need a drink, you know. But my bad, I forgot to get one. I was focused on setting all of this up. So yeah. I was about to say I'm lagging less, but no, I just got used to it. That's fair, I guess. That happens. You know, I have this cardboard box over here that was, I think this computer came in it, or something came in it, but it's a cardboard box, right? This is like the most structurally sound cardboard box I've ever seen. Like, I've had it ever since we, like, got it. Hello, I love you too. Mm-hmm. She's adorable. hold on. Walking Corpse, thanks for the follow. Hello, hello. Trying to find the setting that lets me, controls? Use finger tracking. Double tap button opens menu. What? Double tap button opens main menu. Okay, I'm supposed to be able to like tap my controls together and it enables finger tracking. I cannot find it. Finger tracking exclusive mode? No, that hasn't done anything. Alright, well no finger tracking, I guess then. I was hoping that would be a bit better, but I guess for some reason it doesn't work when I'm connected to the PC. Oh well, it's fine, I have my controllers. Hello there. Okay, no, yeah, this is a case of, for some reason, my feckin', my Twitch chat refuses to update, and I don't know why. Tell you what. Let's just float OBS in the world. It's not like I'm going anywhere. If Twitch chat refuses to update, no, it will update, it's just slow. What the hell? I've never encountered this before. This Twitch chat is just slow. This Twitch chat is much faster. So, by all means, I will just have OBS open on the right. Screw it, you know? Why is that so slow? It's strange. I'm not used to this. Whenever I've streamed, that's always been fine. Or at least I think it has. Or maybe I just never noticed. Who knows? But yes, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Someone finally said something other than calling me a dumb puppy. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Oh, my hand decided to stop tracking for a second. Oh, this is scuffed. But you know what? It's working, and that's the good thing. It's working. That's better than nothing. Just woke up. Fair enough. Wait, what? Now it's working fine. Twitch chat, what are you doing? Like, I'm comparing OBS to Twitch chat, and like, I don't know if it's just first time chats take a while to show up on there, but like, that message came up fine immediately. But yeah, you just woke up, so like, did you have a nice sleep? You didn't do what? You didn't break Twitch chat? It's not just you though, it was like the only other message as well. It was really slow. It's just being weird. It's technology hates me. That's literally the answer to everything I experience. It's just technology hates me. Yeah, I hope you had a good sleep. Welcome to the stream. This must be very chaotic to wake up to. You wake up, open Twitch, and then it's just like, ah! Just complete chaos of me having tech issues as normal. Alright, I'm trying to think what else I can talk about. Let's see, I was talking about FNAF for a while, so maybe I'll give that a break. Define a nice sleep because I woke up and found myself in the bathtub and don't know how I got there. That is concerning. Do you sleepwalk at all? Or were you kidnapped? This is a bit dramatic. I'm curious. I want the tea. Spill the tea. I mean, was the bath relaxing at least? Huh, waking up in a bath. I feel like I would be terrified if that happened to me. Just wake up is like, wait, why am I in a bath? Because like, I know with just waking up, like I'm very aware. Even if I'm sleeping somewhere where I don't usually sleep, I'm still used to waking up and I immediately know, okay, I put myself here. This is fine, you know. But I think some people don't have that though. I've heard some people say that if they slept in VR, they would wake up being like, "Where the hell am I?" Last time I slept walk, I was 5, and I don't think someone will kidnap me. That's fair. I mean, if it becomes a common occurrence, maybe a camera might be a good idea. Hold on, my body's making noises. Ooh. Yeah. You should try to figure out why you woke up in a bath and without knowing how you got there, because that could be concerning. There is a wide number of things that could be. Well, minus my friends. Is it kidnapping if it's friends? The answer is yes. It's probably still kidnapping. Don't do it. I don't know what I'm on about, honestly. I'm just happy to be back streaming VRChat again, being chaotic, hoping I don't kick this chair in front of me because I've had to move forwards due to the whole, you know, things moving around issue. You know, I realize that in VR I could technically have a triple monitor. So why don't I do that? Well, actually I don't need a triple monitor because the game is here. I would need one monitor for OBS, one monitor for Twitch, but like I don't really need that as much, I don't think. But it could be nice to put Twitch over there. I'm literally 6'10", and my friends decided to put me in that car trunk. Like, bro, just let me sit in the passenger. Well, did they just like pick you up and just like, come on, we're going into the boot? Wild. Most of the friends I've had in life have all been online. I've got a few IRL friends, but you know, we're adults now, we have lives, and so I barely get to hang out with them. It's very unfortunate. It took 6 something to pick you up. Jeez. I can't pick anyone up, I have little noodle arms. So yeah. Probably because I sit around all day every day. So even my legs are weak. Like most other people might have somewhat strong legs because they walk around. I sit down all day. I barely do anything. The most standing I do is right now. And this is the first time I've done this in a long time. I'm just surprised that I was able to fit in there. Must have been pretty big if you're like over 6 foot and can fit in. How tall am I? I think I'm like 5'10". I'm not sure. Or 5'9". I don't know how tall I am. I don't keep track. But I feel like to fit in a boot, if it's one of the boots which has a cover on top, I feel like I would just not like fitting in there. Maybe I could, but I wouldn't like it. It'd be too small. Although I'm pretty sure don't a lot of boots not have a cover on top, so you could like sit in the boot and then look over. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've been in a car. Like a long time. So yeah, I don't remember what they're like entirely. Hello. Depending the type of car, yeah, that makes sense. The type of car would depend on it. Levi, cool kid, thanks for the follow. This is why I miss streaming VRChat, because like people actually show up, people actually chat, rather than it just being like a bot that shows up, you know? Like, this is my first time properly being back streaming VRChat, and immediately there's an active chat. Like, no other game happens.
Go and update your ocular drivers. You blind bitch.
Did you really just play a glasses reminder when I'm in VR? Huh? I don't think that quite makes sense. Wearing glasses in VR would be very uncomfortable. Hello, welcome in. It just sucks knowing I can't own a Supra. I want a fully modded Supra black and red. Fair enough. Honestly, I don't know what car I want. I think I would just want, like, I don't know. Because I kind of want a Carrera was it a Carrera GT or something? I don't remember what it's called, but I've driven it in Assetto Corsa. Very hard to control, so I don't know if I would actually want that. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm curious about what some of these gifts are. I want a Ford Highboy Roadster of 1932. I have no idea what it is. I don't really know cars. The only cars I know is ones that I've driven, which is in Assetto Corsa. I've driven a Mini Cooper in Assetto Corsa. That's far easier to control than the Carrera GT. I think it's called the Carrera GT. I might be misnaming that. But thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I'll probably finish off my Coke Zero real quick. Let me grab this.
I know you're not straight, but can you at least sit straight? Posture check.
I don't think I particularly... Oh, jeez. I dropped it. I don't think I particularly slouch while streaming VRChat, but I will stand up straight. Water? I don't drink water. It's disgusting. It's good. Just give me my old red and yellow kid car. Just... Drink water. I don't like water. If I'm gonna have water, I will put some like juice in it. I will have blackcurrant or something, but that requires me to go back into the kitchen and make it. And the VR headset did not like me taking it off just now, so I'm not gonna risk that again. I'd rather the whole thing not crash. But I appreciate your care for my hydration. I got to go. My dog is on the road. It's a dog is on the road. Please go protect dog. Redmond Coon. I've never heard of that. Yeah, go look after your dog. And then everyone else can look after this dog. Nah, I don't particularly need looking after here. I'm doing good. I'm fine. I'm just a bit crazy right now. By the way, they get big and they have a really loud voice. I've not heard of that, but I have heard of huskies being really loud. There's this one clip I've seen of a husky. Like, I love huskies, but there's this one clip I've seen of a husky that is just like... Understood, you're standing by? Hell yeah. We all gotta look after each other. That's the thing about streaming, right? The streamer looks after the chat by, you know, keeping out the idiots and creating entertaining content. And then the Twitch chat can look after the streamer by telling them to drink. Not alcohol, by the way, just hydrate. Telling them to hydrate. And eat and stuff and all that stuff. In terms of food, I have eaten recently, so... Yeah, I had a sausage and bacon sandwich. That was quite nice, actually. Very messy. It kept falling apart. I had ketchup in it. That might be why. Things tend to fall apart when you put ketchup in it. So why am I here if you want the idiots out? Excuse me. When I say idiots, I mean like the people trying to take my rights away right now, or the people who hate others for no reason. That's what being an idiot means. Okay. So if you hate people for no fucking reason, just because they're existing, then that's an idiot and you can leave. But other than that, please stay, enjoy yourself. Valid. Yes, we are all valid. Except the idiots. It's like if I ever talk about idiots, I specifically mean hateful people. Because obviously I know there are some people who just are not smart, but like still willing to learn, and that's the difference. If you're willing to learn, I don't consider you an idiot. Why do I waddle around? I just make myself out of breath. It probably saves my legs though, so you know what? We roll. My lungs. I need to get used to this. Yeah, this, like, as temperamental as the VRChat streaming is, at least I can do it. Like, I've been wanting to get back to this for over a year, ever since it stopped working. Funny thing is, I'm pretty sure my last VRChat stream was me in zombie survival, which means it's been over a year since I got invited to a random wedding. That's crazy. That doesn't actually feel like that long ago. It feels like a few months. That was like over a year ago. For anyone who does want to know, basically, like one day, I hopped into VRChat. I wanted to join someone, so I requested an invite. But before they could respond and invite me, someone else invited me, saying, "Hey, come to my wedding." And so I joined. You know, I put on this avatar of Velvet from Has Been Hotel. Had this really nice, sparkly, flowy dress. I felt pretty as hell. And yeah, you know, they got married. We had an after party, and it was zombie survival, which feels very much like Black Ops mixed with Left 4 Dead. Like, it's got the zombie types from Left 4 Dead, but the gameplay of Black Ops. So yeah. And that was crazy. We spent hours and hours with a big group of us just doing zombie survival. We got to wave 50, and then we all took a break in the safe room and was just like, geez, we are all exhausted. We're done. Wave 50 was fine. So I went there to zombie survival like once, and then because we did so well, I don't feel a need to go back there and play it again. You know, maybe I will go back at some point and just play it for fun. But wave 50 is insane. Maybe I'll try and solo it. But at some point, it just becomes easy because you have, like, by the end, the floor was littered with guns. Just because everyone had way too many points they didn't need. So they just kept getting, like, the random box. They kept, like, upgrading weapons. It was great. It was very much a fun time. Yeah. So if you ever get invited to a random VRChat wedding, I would recommend going. It's a lot of fun, depending on what they have as the after party. Yeah, it could be zombie survival. You're back. Hello, welcome back. Is Doggo safe? I hope Doggo's safe. I ran out of things to talk about quickly. Yes, good. Yeah, being able to see OBS on the right is actually really useful. Very tempted to open Twitch on this other side. But do I need to? I probably should. It's fine. Horsefly? What? What do you mean horsefly? Yeah, see, look, this Twitch chat's going slow again. Do you like Milo sweet tea? I've never heard of that. Me and my friend got to round 350 in COD Zombies. Oh my god. And my friend said, yo, I have to go have dinner with my family. And I said, bro, you better bring your dinner to your room because I'm not walking a zombie for 56 minutes. How long does it take to eat food? I eat dinner in like 10 minutes. It's good. I mean, I do like sweet things, so something called a sweet tea I would probably like, to be honest. This Twitch chat stopped updating. I need to know why. Okay, screw that chat. We've got the chat over here. What if I close that Twitch chat there and then put Twitch over there? Lactose, and you had 2 bowls of cereal, but luckily you had lactose milk cheese. I've heard that that's always just the case with I've heard that that's always the case with people who are like lactose intolerant. They just still eat a bunch of like cheese and milk, and it just like screw the consequences. See, now it's updating. I don't know what is up with this. It's funny because if I point to the actual Twitch chat, it actually points to the Twitch chat on the stream. That's actually perfectly lined up. I don't like cheese really, except if it's like mac and cheese, stuff like that. I like mac and cheese, although mac and cheese is very hit or miss. Sometimes mac and cheese tastes like vomit, and other times it tastes really good. I love cheese. I don't like any of the weird, like, blue cheese or anything like that. I just like cheese, in general. Like, don't give me none of that mold. Just give me cheese. Not sure which cheese I prefer. I think I just like changing cheeses occasionally. You know, sometimes I'll have some red Leicester. Sometimes I'll have whatever we've got in the fridge. I think it's cheddar. Not sure. I don't pay attention. You guys ever had shells and cheese? I think that's what it's called. It has more cheese in it. More cheese is always nice. Opinion on Hawaiian pizza? Honestly, I have like the hottest take on Hawaiian pizza. That's the ham and pineapple one, right? I have like the hottest take, and that is pineapple on pizza does nothing. It's not good, it's not bad, it just exists. I don't know what all the fuss is about. I have a question. Do you like pineapple pizza? That is Hawaiian pizza, isn't it? As far as I'm aware. Yeah. So, literally, my opinion on pineapple on pizza is it does nothing. Like, people are always, like, for or against it, and I'm just like, what do you mean? The pizza tastes the exact same. I don't know. Thing is, I'm not usually a big fan of pineapple in general, but I did try pineapple on pizza one time to see what the fuss was about, and it changed nothing. And again, that's coming from someone who doesn't really like pineapple. Have you ever had pink pineapple? It's very rarely good. Wow, you must really like it if you're adding 2 emphasizers. Does that have a name? Emphasizers always emphasizes the name. I don't know. I have never had pink pineapple. I didn't know that was a thing. Sounds interesting, though. No, not lying. I basically just ate it as soon as I bought it. Fair enough. Pink pineapple. Very strange. You know, one problem I've noticed with me streaming is sometimes I don't look at the name of each chat message. I just look at the color. So, like, right now, right, the 2 people talking in chat, both orange. And so I'm just worried, like, oh shit, I'm gonna mix up one for the other. Except though I had to eat it in a couple days because it made my mouth feel weird for some reason. That's what pineapple does. They kind of like sour. Yeah, I mean, apparently it's like eating away at you as you eat it, which is a weird thing to think about. But yeah, what I find funny is right. This area feels kind of like cozy, cramped kind of thing because I've got one big screen here and I've got one big screen here. and the camera in the middle. But obviously you don't see those menus, so you just see the big world behind me, and it looks very nice and open. Probably doesn't help that I'm also facing a wall behind the camera. So like if you've seen Playcare, basically where I'm stood is on the like shelter of the toy shop.
Hydrate, bitch.
Thank you for the hydration. I do have a tiny bit left in this. It lasted longer than I thought it would. I am hydrating. After this, I need to take the headset off to get another drink, and last time I did that, it freaked out at me. My throat is dry because I have not drunk anything in the past 3 hours. Go get a drink! That hydrate reminder isn't just for me. Bolt's done. Yeah, the hydrate reminder isn't just to tell me to hydrate, it's to tell everyone, hey, go get a drink. Oh, I hate the rain. It's raining heavily here. Fair enough. I don't like the rain. It's nice when I'm inside. It makes it feel more cozy. But going outside, I hate it. I don't like getting wet unless I'm specifically going to a swimming pool, in which case I'm obviously perfectly okay with getting wet. Other than that, I'm just like, keep me dry, keep me dry. I'm a wolf with a very cat-like behavior. You love the rain if there's no thunder? Fair enough. I think thunder's cool. Like, it's just like, boom! It's like, okay. Jeez, why does the soda make my body make noises? Then I could go swimming in the lake. Oh, fair enough. I would never go swimming in a lake, but I respect people do that. I prefer a swimming pool, although I have probably swallowed way too much chlorine in my life. But it's fine. It's worth it to go swimming. I don't like swimming in salt water. Or wait, is a lake salt water? I assume so, because doesn't a lake connect to a river which connects to the sea? I want to know what happened like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago in the lake. What happened? Did you encounter a sea creature? A sea monster, perhaps? Alligators. Damn. Are they the aggressive ones? I never remember if alligators or crocodiles are the aggressive ones. Or are they both aggressive? Because I feel like there was one that's like more chill. Obviously they can both be aggressive. But like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Also, I'm trying to look like at the camera, but I've also got Twitch chat right here, and because it's hard to notice it changing off the corner of my eye, so I'm also trying to like look over. It's both? Okay. I will make sure to stay away from any water reptilian then. Also, the lake is fresh water, not salt. Really? But I thought... Or is the lake separated from the sea? Is the lake fully enclosed? And it's just rivers that flow to the sea? It's a pond, basically. Okay. That makes sense. I don't really understand much about, like, waterways. I just know there's rivers, there's the sea, and the ocean, which I just use interchangeably, sea and ocean, because I don't know the difference. Hey, you gotta go. Bye, love the stream, love the avatar. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Before I was even born a long time ago, it just rained, and apparently that's a lake now, and I don't know how there's fish in it. Right. Okay. So just rain causes thing, and now fish. That is crazy. The world is crazy, honestly. See, having Twitch open up here is actually good because I can see when the ad starts, so I can try and snooze it. Even though it only snoozes for 5 minutes, which sucks. Usually we only catch bass or bluegill and stuff like that. But I caught a big catfish, maybe a foot, 2 foot long, maybe 4 foot. It was big, and I caught it on a little pole. This is like I'm just imagining like a dinky little stick, and then this massive like shark-sized catfish on the end. You know, I had a pet catfish once. It grew to maybe about this big. I'm not sure how that translates on stream. But yeah, it was like this big by the time we had to get rid of it. It was bigger than your arm. Fucking hell, that's a big catfish. I've seen how big they can get. I saw one that was like this big in a pet shop. Well, not pet shop. It was a fish shop. You could buy pet fish, so it's technically both. And also, they did have like mice and birds at the back, so it was a pet shop. Yeah, it was like massive. Then I had like this tiny little catfish, but it was like the biggest fish we had. Yeah, I had fish multiple times as a kid. Like I had 2 fish, like when I was really little, and then multiple times after that we just kept getting a big fish tank. But then because me and my sister never fed the fish and left it up to parents, they just kept, like, after a while we'd get rid of them, but then eventually we would get them again anyway. So it was just this cycle, really. I think my favorite pets I've ever had, though, are Dumbo rats and a dog. When I was on my boat, I saw a catfish almost bigger than a normal adult-sized bass. I think it might even be bigger than that. All I know is that it was bigger than my arm to my shoulder. It was huge. A huge, huge catfish. Damn. That is a big catfish. Like, I don't know what it is, but like I've never been fishing in real life, but I like fishing in every game where you can fish. In Minecraft, I can spend an hour fishing. In Stardew Valley, I can spend multiple in-game days fishing. I have a Final Fantasy 15 fishing VR game that I liked playing until the final boss screwed me over multiple times. What other games do I fish in? Oh, I had the 3DS AR fishing game. That was crazy. I feel like there's a catfish in the lake probably bigger than your chest. Damn. Also, when I'm reading these, I'm interchanging between just reading it and also flipping to say, like, whenever you say I switch it to you. That's just gonna get confusing, I think. In your stomach, you feel, and your stomach, you feel that, but you don't know where they are. Oh, okay, so you have a feeling, but you're not sure. Right. Yeah, like, there are so many games where I just like to sit and fish for ages. And I don't know what it is about it. It's just fun. And so I kind of want to go fishing in real life, but that's expensive, so I'll settle for the many fishing games I've played. Actually, VRChat even has a fishing game now. You can just sit there and fish. And I did that for a while. Yeah. A lake is big in the middle of the lake. It's probably 25 feet deep down there. Is that long? I don't really know feet very well. But like, I know more centimeters and meters. And even that took me probably longer than it should have to learn. It's long? Okay. I'm just imagining someone 5 foot stacked on top of each other, like, 5 times. That is deep, actually. Yeah. It's like roughly 5 humans tall, then yeah, that is tall, or deep rather. I'm very tempted to sit down, but I'm trying not to. My legs need the exercise. I was half tempted to ask Doodle to join me on today's stream, but I thought first VRChat stream back. I'm gonna do it solo, you know. Awesome. You're getting to listen. You're going to listen. You'll be right back. You're going to go drink something. Good. Hydrate. Also, Talon! Welcome! Talon rated with 6 people. Hello, welcome in, everyone! Hello! I have returned to VRChat, as you can see. My natural habitat. Talon, welcome and thank you. What were you streaming? I don't remember how to do the shout out thing, and I'm in VR. Everyone go follow Talon. Ark and Marvel Rivals. Nice, nice. Good games. I like those games. I haven't played Marvel Rivals in ages though. Like, so long. And Ark I haven't played in even longer actually. Damn. Nice, thanks for giving yourself a shout out. Because I'm in VR. You're going to go take ibuprofen, you'll be right back. Okay, look, good job looking after yourself. Yeah. And yeah, Talon, thanks for shouting yourself out. Everyone go follow Talon. Talon's cool. Now my brain's my brain's folded in on itself now. Every time. Happens every time. My brain is just like, How's my stream been? It's been good. I've had actual chatters today, rather than just like a single bot that immediately gets shut down. How many should you take? Whatever is a healthy amount. I don't know. I don't know what you're going through. I'm not here to give medical advice. I'm a weird, silly wolf on the internet. Don't take medical advice from me. So you jump into VRChat and was like, ooh, I wonder if you're streaming. Yeah, I can finally stream again. That's the thing. I can... Oh, geez. Chat's going quick. 2? 2, not 23. 2, please. What? Oh. Chat's going so fast, I can't keep up. I just take 1. Damn, you drop them. Don't drop them. Hold on, let me see if I can scroll up. What happened? 23, 2, not 23, 2, please. Right, okay. That went so fast. So yeah, did your stream go well, Talon? Like, did you enjoy yourself? I need to stop looking over that. My chat's there. The camera's here. I need to look at camera. Yeah, I am able to stream VR chat again now, which is so good. It's gonna be temperamental, so I'm not planning VR chat streams. I'm just going to be streaming it whenever I feel like it for now. Yeah, you tamed like 4 dinos and did missions. Nice. So gotta get a VR headset? Yes, Talon, get a headset. Come join me. That'd be great. I could always do with more friends in VR chat because I have like 2. And one of them's never online, so yeah. You need to get a VR headset too, but you need to start working and get paid. You're probably going to be working in 2 days, maybe? You don't know? Well, I hope that goes well. Yeah, VR headsets are really good. And if you live in the UK or Australia, CEX is a great place to go. It's a second-hand tech shop. They have things for quite cheap if you know what you're looking for. Like a Quest 2, if you just want like a basic headset for something like VR chat. Quest 2, really good. Quite cheap compared to other headsets. I initially got a Rift S because I wanted to play other games as well. That has stopped working, and I don't think they produce parts for it anymore. So getting any replacements is a nightmare. Like, I have to pay like 70, 80 quid for a new wire if I want that. At this point, it might just be better to get a different headset. Might get a Meta Quest 3 or 2. Fair enough. Like, preferably, I don't want to be on Quest. I'm on Quest now, plugged into the computer, because it was cheaper. I got this right after the Quest 3 came out, which meant the Quest 2 went down in price because everyone was selling the Quest 2s. And it was great. It was a good deal. You're good to go. You'll be right back in maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe even more. Okay. We'll see you then. You're going to look at it when you get your tax returns back. Nice. Like, keep me up to date on that. I want to know, because, like, I know all the good VR games, so... And by all the good VR games, I mean I cannot find any new games that are, like, good, that I, like, reasonably want to get, that are different enough for other games I've played. So I know, like, a lot of VR games. I've been playing VR for years at this point. Obviously, you've got the obvious ones, like Super Hot, Beat Saber, stuff like that. VRChat, obviously. That's why I'm in here. But there is also some, like, more obscure ones that some people don't know about. Oh, wait, sorry, gotta go. It's midnight and you have work in the morning. Go get some sleep, Talon. Thanks for the raid. Have a lovely stream. Thank you. Have a lovely sleep. And again, thank you for the raid. This stream is going really well, and I'm very happy. I'm gonna just dance here, because I don't know what to say now. Alpha Dino Kitten, thanks for the follow. Oh yeah, the freaking thing is here. You know, I never see where my follower marker thingy is that I have up on stream. So I can see now it's here because I've got OBS open and I'm paying attention to it. But like, yeah, I've got my Twitch chat over here. And then the follow thing is like over here. All the announcement notifications, whatever, is over here. One thing I do need to figure out is usually Sienna is... hello? Tracking? Usually Sienna is down here, right? And that's where the stickers will go. Whenever someone redeems something that has a sticker attached to it, the stickers all go down there. Problem is, for a VRChat stream, Sienna isn't down there, so there's just going to be stickers down there for no reason. Theoretically, I could make a thing where I, like, put one here as well, and then hide one and leave the other unhidden, but that would just be a bunch of hassle for a feature that not many people actually use. I mean, it's technically part of, like, the hydration and all that, but it's fine. It still plays the robot reminder voice line. Damn. This stream is definitely what I needed to boost my morale. We've already been live for almost an hour and a half. Dog chased after the garbage people. Yeah, damn. I heard that that's like a stereotype of dogs. I never knew that was an actual thing. Like, yeah, I guess stereotypes come from somewhere, I guess. I'm just imagining the dog running down the road. Just, it's like, what do you do in that situation? The dog doesn't really chase them. Oh, okay, just did today, I guess. Oh, you got to go. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm curious, how many people are here right now? 4 people here. Damn, there's 4 people here. Welcome in, everyone. It's like, I know I just got raided and stuff, but like, I still half expect like everyone to just immediately leave when the raid has happened. Not gonna lie, I am guilty of that. I do that too. Yeah. Because like, if I remember correctly, on my first affiliate stream, it was a VRChat stream, right? I got raided by like 100 people, and I'm pretty sure they all basically like left immediately. I don't remember though. That could be wrong, but it's what usually happens. But I appreciate everyone sticking around. It really means a lot. I'm out of breath so much. Honestly, like, I'm gonna be totally honest here. This doesn't even feel real right now. It feels like I'm watching a video of my past self. Because it's been so long since I've streamed VRChat, and it's been so long since I've had like a proper active chat for this long. So it feels like I'm watching a past video, which I have done a couple times just to see like what my streams used to be like. It might not be a healthy thing with how downhill my streams have felt like they've gone, but I do like seeing my own content sometimes. Like, call me biased, I know, but it's like it's something I'm proud of, you know. I've been keeping up with streaming consistently for well over a year. Probably close to a year and a half now, I'm not actually sure. I don't keep track of time very well. But yeah. Like, I've never kept up with something this consistently other than watching YouTube, which I used to do daily, or if not every couple days, and I would scroll all through my sub feed to see who posted new videos. And then eventually I wasn't able to do that for like a few months, and I couldn't scroll that far down, so I gave up. And now I just watch whatever's on my like homepage. But this is like something that I actually want to do, that I've actually been consistent at. Obviously, I've had breaks, I've had to cancel streams, but I've been doing this for a long time now. You know? It's something I'm proud of. And if I compare that to all of my other projects that I've had going on, like I'm making a world, I was trying to make a game, I'm trying to write music, I'm trying to learn artwork, I'm trying to code. So many things I've been trying to do, and I haven't finished any of it. I've even got some actual proper YouTube videos that I was working on. Like, I have a buckshot roulette double barrel video that's been sat there for so long waiting for me to work on it. Because also, even when I get that done, I want to be able to have other projects finished so I can upload multiple things at once. Because I do have like a channel for that separate to my VODs channel. I haven't announced it properly anywhere yet. Because like I said, I was hoping to put multiple things up on it at once and then have that start the chat. Jeez, my body's still making noises. Breathe. I was expecting to have multiple projects finished. I upload them all at once and show people, hey, this is what I've been working on. But not only has my own mental health got in the way, life's gotten in the way, and so many other things have gotten in the way. Like technology just not working with me, you know? Like, it feels like every couple days something's breaking, and it throws a wrench into everything. Like, I'll come up with really good plans of like how I'm gonna get myself back on track, and then it all comes crashing down. So yeah, I'm still here streaming, and it's like the one thing I'm still staying consistent at. I really need to learn to take breathers. I'm so out of breath right now. Why did I talk so long without a breath? Oh yeah, also, I've still got the follow a goal up here. I've had that up there for ages. Not that, it hasn't really gone anywhere though, because like I said, most streams these days, I get like one bot. Maybe I'll have an active chatter for like 20 minutes. But other than that, no one really shows up anymore, which is really sad. But I'm hoping now that I can bring back VRChat streams, people might show up, because that's what seemed to draw people in initially. I'm trying to snooze the ad for longer because I'm talking. Screw you, Twitch ads. They're so scuffed. Like, I had to run 3 minutes of ads every hour in order to stop them playing an ad when you first join the stream. And I'm hoping that helps with the situation. But like 3 minutes of ads every hour, I'm not sure it's worth it. Like, just let me run the 30 seconds of ads every hour to stop it. But no, that's not good enough in Twitch's eyes. It's like becoming affiliate had upsides and it had downsides. Like I was able to get channel points so I could create redeems, and that was a fun thing. I could have custom emotes, and that's like the benefits of becoming affiliate. But these damn ads, there's no good way to do them. you know? Ideally, I would hold off ads until I actually had like maybe a couple hundred consistent viewers, and then maybe I would turn on ads so I could make some money, so I could invest some of that back into my streams. Because honestly, if you look at the things that I have got for streaming, technically I've got it for other reasons as well, but some things I did get for streaming, and I've put quite a bit of money into this. It's like so many games I've gotten to play on stream, but I'd also play them in my free time. Like getting the Quest 2 to try and get VR working, I did because I wanted to figure out what the issue was and why the other VR headset wasn't working. But I did also miss socializing, which I mainly do in VRChat. So yeah, there's always like multiple reasons I buy something, but some of the reasons for some of the things I bought is for the streams. And so yeah, I would like to be able to make money off of this eventually, to actually into my streams. I did somehow get like enough money to actually get paid like once from Twitch. We got paid like 40 quid or something. But we didn't realize that I'd come through, and we accidentally spent it on food that we needed. But we needed food, so yeah. Because my plan was, if I ever get paid from Twitch, I'm putting that money back into streaming. At least until, I'm making too much to be able to spend on the streams. But yeah, that's if that ever happened, which probably not. I just sort of stream because I want to build my own community, really. That's like the main reason I'm doing it. And like if I got paid from it, then great. Right now, obviously, like I don't get viewers, so these ads mean nothing. Yeah. The main reason I stream is because the internet has felt so closed off in the past few years, like ever since COVID started, really. Like ever since that started, I've just felt like the internet has been really closed off. Like everyone's sectioned themselves off into their own small communities, and it's hard to find new communities and find people to interact with, because Reddit is a mess. Amino, I'm just staying away from. There was too much drama. Rec Room, I'm staying away from. There was too much drama. VRChat, it just feels like everyone's sat around standing in front of mirrors or yelling slurs. That's about it. Although I have occasionally met some actual decent people here. It's like if anyone's been watching VRChat streams for a while on here, for if my VRChat streams in particular, or not even just that. If anyone saw my stream anniversary, like you'll know that I have a friend called Doodle, right? He joins my streams very rarely, and I met him here, and it's really cool. Hold on. Snooze that ad. I'm still talking. So yeah, there are good people here in VRChat. It's just you gotta find them. You gotta like sift through all of the people yelling. And yeah. Oh jeez. But yeah, like because the internet feels so closed off, I haven't been able to get into different communities, Like I've wanted to try VR acting just for like a bit of fun. I don't plan to make it a job. I don't intend to even make it really much of a hobby. But like, I feel like being in like one or two projects as like an actress might be quite fun. Obviously, I'm not doing that in person because that would be terrifying. But oh, is the ad starting? I snoozed it. Hold on. Okay. Well, it's still snoozing. I don't know what it's on about. But yeah, I wanted to try a little bit of acting just for fun. Problem is, I don't know where the hell to find people making VR chat movies, right? It's like the only place I've thought of that could help with that is Audience Anarchy. And I've played that like once as one of the actors, but like honestly, I was laughing the whole time because obviously I feel embarrassed, I feel awkward. You know, I also thought that trying out acting just as a fun little thing for a little while might help boost my confidence. I still want to do that, but I need a little bit of confidence to get it going. As well as, you know, preferably a community of people I can actually get to know and be chill with. But yeah, other than Audience Anarchy, I don't know where to find them. Because every community now feels locked off. Like, I'm doing a bit of my own like research on like different modes of like affecting someone's brain, like hypnotism, witchcraft, stuff like that, because I think I might have an idea on how to cure phantom sense, which is something I know some people have that but they don't want, and I feel like I could help people with that research. Problem is, where do I find witches? Like in Rec Room, I just stumbled across them. And I actually have a funny story with that. I might have shared it before, but I'll share it here now in a minute. But like they could help with my research, right? Because it's all a bunch of research on like just things that could help. But I can't find witches to try and help me out here because all the communities are closed off. There's nowhere to enter a community anymore, or at least nowhere good. So yeah, going back to the whole point, that's the reason I started streaming, because I wanted to build my own community full of decent people that aren't just being hateful for no reason. And, you know, a community that's like accepting and will like invite people to come hang out, you know, stuff like that. Yes, but I do have like a story about witches back from my Rec Room days when I used to play that. So like I at one point was playing Rec Room way too much. That was before I could play VRChat. I was stuck on PSVR, right? And there was a lot of drama in there, but I also made some good friends there. I haven't talked to them since I've left Rec Room, because I just kind of wanted to leave that behind me. But one of those friends claimed to be a witch, right? And at some point, we was in a world that I had helped create, and I was a moderator of. Not to brag, but yeah, I will. One thing I will brag about is the place that I planned actually ended up being one of the most popular places in the world. That's a brag, but I'm proud of that. But yeah, one day we were in that world, and the witch friend joined, right? And there was someone else there who claimed to be a witch. The two of them immediately start arguing on the pronunciation of a spell. And starting, I'm trying to snooze it. Go away, snooze. Snooze. But yeah, the two of them start arguing about the pronunciation of a spell, and some poor guy got stuck between them, being affected by these spells. And yeah, I felt bad for him, but you know, I wasn't gonna argue with two witches that are already arguing amongst themselves, you know. But yeah, I felt so bad for the guy. He was just stuck in the middle. And they weren't exactly arguing about nice spells either. There was some not nice stuff in there. I won't go into details, but yeah. Hopefully you recovered from that, and yeah. That's wild. So like, the first hour and a half of this stream went by in like moments in my head. But the past 20 minutes has been really slow. And I think it might partially be because like chat has stopped. But yeah. Ooh, my feet hurt. I have nowhere good to sit. I will build up the strength in my legs. I know tonight my legs are going to be screaming at me like, why did you do this to us? But it'll be worth it. I mean, it is worth it. I mean, there's been a bunch of people here, and, you know, it's been a bunch of fun. And I appreciate each and every one of you that has decided to stop by my stream for a little while. Even if it's just for, like, one message. I appreciate it. And, like, because I've started streaming initially to build a community, like, the Twitch chat is the most important part of streaming to me. Other people stream just for the money or for the fame or whatever. I'm genuinely just trying to stream to build a community. So when I see an active Twitch chat, it makes me happy, you know? I don't need to see, like, 246 viewers. I don't need to see, oh, I've made £1,000 this month. No, I just need to see there is, like, 2 or 3 people active in my chat. I'm happy. You know? And I've said that so many times over the year, you know? That's genuinely all I need to be happy in a stream. Because, like, sometimes I'll encounter situations where, like, games will screw me over in various ways, like my hit's not registering, or me getting shot at spawn or through walls, stuff like that, right? And, like, a lot of the time that'll piss me off because it's happening constantly. It makes me look bad at the game, and even though usually I'm pretty decent at most games I play. But annoying stuff like that I can overlook when I have an active chat, and it's happened before. I've had some bullshit in games before, but I've had an active chat, so I've just moved past it, you know? But when I don't have an active chat, it's kind of the only thing left to focus on. So yeah. Control the battery's low. That's fine, because I am charging some over there. Probably shouldn't be charging them on a cardboard box. That's definitely a fire hazard. But it's the same box that I said that has been many things to me and is still standing. So I trust it. Here's the thing, we've gone from, like, what, 269, 270 followers to up to 274 in the one stream. That's how things used to be, you know? Like, when I used to stream VRChat, that would happen. I would get a couple of followers every stream, you know? And I was hitting goals like crazy. And then we get to, like, 250, and it's like, well, now the only people following you are bots. And it's so annoying, you know? And you know they're a bot because they'll join, and either they'll try and be friendly, or they will immediately say, like, hey, add me on Discord. Which at this point, I have banned that phrase, as well as many other phrases that these bots like to use. So they immediately get shut down by, like, 4 different things they've typed. Damn it, I can't snooze the ad anymore. Twitch, screw you. But yeah, those bots will always follow before typing anything in case I have followers only chat, which I actually turned off because I thought it would encourage more people to chat. Yeah, they'll follow me, immediately try and be friendly, or, you know, say add me on Discord. And the ones that try and be friendly, sometimes they're very sneaky. Most of the time it's very obvious from the get-go that they are trying to be friendly, to be like, hey, add me on Discord, commission me, whatever, you know? And it's probably a scam. If they're trying that hard, it's probably a scam. So yeah, because they're just following me to get their message in, they'll immediately then unfollow me afterwards. And so, like, you know, I thank someone for the follow, and then they unfollow me because it was a bot. It's really annoying and really disheartening. Which is why when I was close to 250 followers, my goal was 250. And I assumed, okay, it's probably going to get pushed over the final stretch by a bot, and then we're going to hit the goal, celebrate, they unfollow, you know? The usual. And I actually told Talon about this concern. like when it was happening. And then she and I think some friends made some posts to like asking people to go follow me, and like it was insane. We like hit the 250 goal without bots ruining it. And that was crazy. And, I very much appreciate that. Like, Talon's been such a good friend, you know? That's why, Talon shows up and I'm just like, hey, everyone go follow Talon, because she is really cool. Such a good friend. Whew. Alright, well, there's an ad starting in 40 seconds, so hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping. I'm gonna not sit over there. I'm going to pull this closer and sit here for a minute while the ad plays, give my feet a break. So yeah, I'll see you all after the ad. I'm pretty sure there was at least one that already played without me realizing, because I didn't have Twitch up. But yeah, it's gonna play any second now. So I'll just like sit here and take a break. I'll see you in a few minutes. Enjoy the shitty ad. And at this point, anyone watching is either subscribed on Twitch or is watching on YouTube. Hello. Home. See, this is an area where I'm torn, because like people watching on YouTube can still see and hear me, because it was uploaded after the fact. But then I don't want to keep talking about a topic, because then people on Twitch will miss out. But then I'm just making people on YouTube just sit there and wait. But I mean, theoretically, you could just skip like 3 minutes and you'll be fine. Well, 2 minutes from now. My feet are not happy. My feet are not very happy. Like, look at how active today's chat has been. It's been the most active chat I've had in over a year. It's crazy. I forget how big and fluffy this tail is. I'm not sure if that's as big as it goes. It might be. What's going on, guys? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I don't know what I'm doing. If you're still here and watching on YouTube, why have you not skipped yet? Is this really that entertaining? Ad in progress. 1 minute remaining. I need to stop looking up because the headset weighs down on my face and it's not pleasant. If you've ever looked up for long periods of time in VR, you'll know what I mean. It's different if you're laying down, but if you're just looking up, it's uncomfortable. Thinking. It's like, what happens if someone shows up while the 3-minute ad is in progress? Do they get, like, the remaining time of the ad, or what happens there? I'm curious. Maybe it only plays an ad for the people who were here before the ad started. I don't know. And everyone should be back now, right? Alright, let me stand back up then. Oh, jeez. My legs needed that break. Okay. As much as I hate the ad system on Twitch, it is good for giving my legs a break during VRChat. Ooh, my legs feel warm. That's a strange feeling. You know, I'd also love, like, as much. I know I said like I stream for the active chat. I stream for the community, right? Like, I would also like to have a good amount of viewers like consistently on streams, just so I could like raid into other people and like help them out, make them feel good, you know? Because that would be cool. Because I feel like there's not much point in me raiding other people when I have like one viewer or when I have like a bot in my chat, you know? Like right now, there is 2 people here. Like, for all I know, one of those could be a bot. I don't know. Because when I see like 1 or 2 people in the view account and I see no one typing in chat, it just makes me suspicious, you know? I know some people just lurk. I know some people exist just in the background, and that's perfectly okay. But unfortunately, due to the amount of bots I've had to experience over the past year, I have become skeptical. I have become a bit guarded, you know, and it's, you know, it's understandable. Like, if anyone's ever done streaming for any significant amount of time, you'll know what I'm on about. Or maybe it's just a recent thing within the past year. Because, like, that didn't always happen, you know? When I first started streaming, I didn't really get bots in my chat. But then the longer I streamed, the more bots would happen, and the more frustrated I get. But yeah, this stream has been very refreshing for me. Like, seeing the active chat, being able to talk to people, communicate with everyone, you know, getting rated by talent, like, damn. Like, it's very rare that our stream times cross over, like, before and after I've moved my stream time. Because now I usually stream at 5:30 p.m. my time, whereas before I would stream 11:30 a.m. my time. So I've changed my time by like 6 hours, but still, like, our stream times never really line up very much. um, yeah. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be streaming for much longer because chat has sort of like died down a bit, and you know, my legs would love me to sit down. And I'm running out of things to say right now. So I'll probably stream for another 10 minutes, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this has been so refreshing. And I'm glad and appreciative of everyone who has like stopped by, even just to say hi. Like, this is the stuff that means a lot to me. Just the Twitch chat. Just having you guys all just chatting with me, you know, just having fun, existing, chilling, you know. And yeah, the test stream I did a while ago, I'm not uploading to YouTube. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Otherwise, I would have done it already. But this one will be, and future VRChat streams will be uploaded to YouTube like I used to. It's just that for now, until I can get a more stable connection with the headset and computer, while it's being so finicky and sensitive, the VRChat streams are just going to be whenever I feel like it. I'll try and keep it to Mondays, potentially, but there may be streams on other days of the week as well. Not Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I have other streams those days. I'm not streaming twice in one day. But, you know, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are probably the times I would stream. Probably more Sunday, Monday kind of time, because it gives me a break either side between my streams. Because Saturday and Tuesday are like buffers, but that depends. So it may be like Sunday or Monday. I do streams depending on how I feel. But yeah, and I'll try and aim for every week, but there's no guarantee. because of how unstable it is. And so I will let people know the day of the stream when I'm going live. Like today, I'll do the posts when I'm already live, so I know that it's working. And that's how I'm going to run VRChat streams for now. Sunday or Monday each week, hopefully, I will go live on VRChat, and I will do the posts as I'm live. Rather than doing the whole I'm streaming in an hour and I'm streaming in 15 minutes posts I usually do. It's different, it's not consistent, unfortunately, but it's how I have to run things in order to be able to stream this, which is really unfortunate. And I hate it so much. Like, I would love to just be able to have a planned VRChat stream every week and just be able to stream it consistently. Because VRChat is one of my favorite things to stream, you know? I like streaming all these other different games, but honestly, some of them, you know, like Minecraft, I've streamed for a long time. I've streamed that since pretty much the beginning. No, since the beginning, actually. And that moved from a survival world to a creative world where I'm now building a city. And I'm enjoying building the city. But because it's gotten so big at this point, it feels like progress has slowed down, especially because I'm trying to add more and more detail to the point where the detail now stresses me out. Like, I've done too well with my Minecraft city because the Friday that's just gone, I tried adding a billboard to my city, right? Right on top of the mall, I added a billboard of, you know, for a clothes shop. It was a green, I think it was a green helmet and a blue tunic. And the way I did that was I had a giant invisible armor stand holding the items, which works really well. Doesn't look as good as I'd hoped, but it does work well. The only problem is it's a giant invisible armor stand that goes through the mall. So I'm trying to now think of a way to make that thing invulnerable so I can't accidentally destroy it and so I can't accidentally retrieve the items from its hands, because that's very annoying. Because I've got to do some building where the armor stand exists inside the mall, and from just building the actual billboard part of it, it can be a mess. As well as that, I also discovered on Friday that all of my villagers have rotated. So I have some villagers that are locked in place and they cannot rotate, right? And I had an issue initially where they would rotate upon reloading the world, because they would rotate to whatever position they spawned in, or like rotation at least. They would spawn in when I loaded into the world in whatever rotation they had spawned in initially. I discovered that, found workarounds for it, right? But because I updated my version of Minecraft from Optifine to Forge, they all rotated. And that's a real pain, because I had a villager in every car in the city, which isn't many cars, but it is enough to be a pain. And obviously, if I ever update my city in the future to another version, I don't want to have to keep replacing all of the villagers. So what I could theoretically do is place a command block under each one with the correct position and rotation for villagers. But if they change the way commands work, that may not work anymore. But it could be an option. And then if they ever rotate again when changing versions, I could then place a button somewhere, press it, and then the villager spawns in exactly where they need to be. That's something I'm considering for that issue. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know what I'm doing for the armor stand issue, but I've created that issue myself. But now that I've added the billboard, I like how it looks, so I don't want to remove it. It's a bit of an issue. Yeah. So that's how that's going. But I am quite happy with how the city is turning out as a whole. You know, I just wish I could build on it faster. I think this week actually I'm probably going to start building the hospital. Oh, jeez, I don't know what I just did there. What did I do? I somehow like moved everything. I moved me, the camera, and my two screens. I moved us all that way, I think. I don't know what I did. Oh, I just moved my stick. It's that simple. It all moves with me. Okay. Okay. Well, there's that. I forgot everything moves with me, which tripped me out a little bit. But yeah. I think I'm going to end stream here, honestly. We've been going for 2 hours, which is pretty good for my first time back in VRChat. I mean, nothing compared to the 6 hours I used to stream. There was one VRChat stream that I went for 8 hours, but that's because I had an active chat, and at the time I was aiming for 6 hours per stream, but now that seems a bit less realistic, especially because, like, every time I've cut down my stream time, people have started leaving earlier and earlier. So, like, I would used to stream for 6 hours, right? And then, like, sometimes people wouldn't show up for the first half. They would only show up for, like, the later half. And then sometimes that would lead on to 8 hours. Because if I have an active chat, I like to keep streaming. Even if it's past my usual time. But then, but then people started showing up less and less. And so people started, like, leaving the stream after, like, they would show up near the beginning, leave the stream after, like, 4 hours, right? So then I started streaming for 4 hours. And then people start showing up and then only staying for 2 hours. So now I aim for 3 hours, but it feels like my stream time has gone down and down because people just leave earlier and earlier. So yeah. At this point, I'm now streaming for like 2 hours sometimes. But it depends. I still try and aim for 3 hours at least. Because otherwise it's not worth really streaming, I feel like. And honestly, this VRChat stream has felt like an entire 4-hour stream. But it's only 2 hours. Which is wild. But anyway. I'm gonna leave it here. You can find all of my links below the stream. Where you can find the VODs channel. Where you can watch all my previous VRChat streams before my headset broke. They're all in a neat playlist, along with the Minecraft in another playlist, FNAF in another. I've got a lot of neat little playlists. It's really fun. But down there you can also find my Twitter, my Blue Sky, and my Discord, where I always post when I'm about to go live, or in the case of these new VRChat streams, when I am live. You can keep an eye on my Twitch schedule to know when I've decided what I'm streaming each week. I usually decide after Friday, but before Wednesday. It changes depending on when I feel like it. But I always make sure my streams are planned before Wednesday. I think that's it. Yeah. And also, if anyone is watching this later on YouTube, my links are still below. It's the same on Twitch and YouTube, so yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all Wednesday. Actually, I should tell you quickly what I'm streaming this week. Wednesday, I'm streaming Stardew Valley. Thursday, I'm streaming No Man's Sky, and Friday, I'm streaming Minecraft. So yeah, again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all Wednesday for Stardew Valley. Bye!